I've got a problem and we've got a challenge. Luxury stone countertops can cost thousands of dollars and take weeks to install. But if you understand the process, you can beat that system and build that same high-end look yourself right over your existing surface. This is Stone Match. Real stone looks, DIY money, and then you get to enter the challenge. Every episode we break it down step by step with pro tips and written instructions. The best match wins huge prizes and gets featured right here on one of the biggest epoxy YouTube channels in the world. Guys, you are seeing the pilot episode of our Stone Match series. I've been talking about matching stone for years. We turned it into a repeatable, recurring series on the channel. Once a month, we're gonna match a high luxury stone, and you could follow right along. We also turn this in to the Stone Match Challenge. Huge prizes, a grand champion every month, followed by a master champion at the end of the year. We have brought back, you heard it here first, the You Got This Award. We got the Stone Match Champion and the You Got This Award coming back right now, guys. So subscribe if you haven't right now. You're also gonna wanna jump to the website and sign up to our email list. All the rules and how to enter the contest will be listed there. We'll have all the champions. And the coolest part, we're gonna showcase the winner. You're gonna be on the YouTube channel. We're gonna show the piece you made. The Stone Coat family is gonna pick the top 4 finishes. Then those go on our community post and all their social media, and the audience gets to place their vote for the grand champion of that month's Stone Match Challenge. So what we're gonna do, guys, is the base is like it's a beautiful color, Alga Green Quartzite. Everybody thinks everything is granite. Today, we're making a quartzite, and we've been researching the top trending colors. Greens, they're way up there, and I love that. We have some amazing green additives. So in this new series, guys, you're gonna see all sorts of colors, all sorts of top trending finishes that we've been researching. We've been going out, we're checking them out, we're talking to granite shops, we're matching high-end luxury stone for way less. And we could do it in a single weekend, have brand new countertops in your home, and you don't have to wait for a contractor to show up very, very late. All right, let's get to making this project. And how I'm gonna do that, I got my project split into my base colors. That's my Mystic Moss, that's my Forest Green. That's about 60 to 70% of the entire project I mixed up, all the epoxy. And then I took the remaining into separate mixing cups. Those are my accent colors. And that's pretty much 50-50 solid white to milky white, translucent. And then we have that Sage Luster Paste from Color Passion, amazing color additive. We have tons of color paste available. Check them out on the website. And we got a little black dye, just a little bit. That black dye goes a long way. So don't mix up a giant cup of that. You'll regret it. You're gonna randomly apply our Forest Green. We're looking for enough epoxy to cover the board, just random puddles. And I'm gonna save a little of this. I'm not gonna full send all of the material. So I probably poured out 3/4 of my green Forest Green. Now we have our Mystic Moss. We're gonna put that in the drier areas. And it's okay if some color, goes over the next, because we're about to come in here and meld these all together. So whenever we're looking at creating and matching a real stone, that could be a difficult process. So we try to make it as simple as we can for you guys. So the tool of the day is gloved hands. If you want extra credit, you grab one of these silicone tipped trowels. They're for like a drywall, they're for flooring epoxy, but they can make some amazing fracture lines. So if you want to make a granite, a quartzite, this is a tool to grab. But other than that, it's gloved hands. I'm gonna go random, direction every single time. If you keep going in a single repeated pattern across this whole project, before long, you're gonna wanna dip a chip into this thing. You're gonna make avocado guacamole, and nobody wants that on their countertops. So first step is move that material into the drier areas, right? You see how I'm kind of bringing the greens in. I'm not really melding them yet. I'm just covering up the dry part of my board. This is my base layer. This should have enough resin, maybe a little light, but there should be plenty to cover my board by the time I'm done spreading this. And after I get most of it spread, I'm not gonna be that worried about some dry spots, because I'm gonna start bringing in more colors. We're gonna keep melding, and everything's gonna be self-leveling for quite a long time. For today's project, we mixed up about 4 to 5 ounces of our Art Coat epoxy. It's a 1-to-1 material designed for the do-it-yourselfer, but it's professional grade, longest lasting epoxy in the industry that is very easy to use. No VOCs, no nasty smells, and tons of time to work with it. We're going over a piece of MDF that we applied a drop edge to. So as you walk up into this kitchen or the countertop, the vanity, it looks like a big thick piece of granite. Really, it's not. It's just got a small drop edge, very simple to make, and we teach you on our website and on this channel all the steps to create new countertops. Or well, another cool aspect of this product is you can go right over your existing surfaces. So now that the surface is pretty much covered, I got a couple dry spots, but I'm not worried about that. I need to make sure, I'm more worried about my edges. So I want to make sure we have a nice amount of material. And it doesn't matter if it looks nasty and just smeared on there. That way, as I start melding and everything's self-leveling, it's flowing over evenly. If I left this area dry, it would flow all next to it, and that's gonna stay dry. And nobody wants that problem with your edges. Another pro tip, guys, on this project and all epoxy projects, trust the process. You're gonna look at this and go, what did I just make? This is step one. We got our base down, we got it melded, and as I yapped away there, this is already looking pretty cool. We've got our Mystic Moss, we got our forest green, and now let's bring in some of this paste. And instead of pouring bigger puddles, guys, I'm kind of going more strategic off of a stick. I'm adding it just here and there, and we'll bring in some more greens. We're just trying to get a real custom, organic looking project. And I am always trying to make my projects look like a real piece of stone. And then when they go into a house, they get installed and people are, 3 feet away and it looks like a piece of stone, I know I did something right. And speaking of the 3 feet away, that's gonna be one of the criteria of our Stone Match Challenge. You're gonna give us 2 or 3 pictures, a nice close-up, a far away, and then you have to step back at 3 feet. It's gonna be the 3-foot picture. If you're back at 3 feet and that piece looks like a piece of stone, you're gonna get bonus points. Base colors are down. Now we're gonna start layering. I'm gonna tone it down with a little bit of black dye. A little goes a long way, so just drizzle with the stick, incorporate with the hands, then we're gonna isopropyl alcohol this piece, and that's when she comes to life. You do a quick meld and let it sit. So here's our darker section. Give it that patty cake, walk it out. So if this is too much of a strip, I'll pick some up and start walking it out either side. So this is a similar technique on how we make our Carrara marble. When I'm tapping and moving the black, I'm just putting a little bit and walking it through the white. It's the same idea. And on this piece, the black isn't everywhere. It is in little sections. So that's why I've just started very lightly, and I'm very, very happy with this. And the best way to get rid of air bubbles incorporated is a propane torch. Don't be nervous, very simple to use. The Bernzomatic TS 4000, sounds like a Terminator villain, is the best. It's got these air holes so you could turn it upside down and torch. Here's a helpful hint, guys, make a sample board. If I'm about to pour this kitchen behind me, I'm gonna make at least a 2x2 board. That way I know how this works. I'm gonna learn a ton. And I know if I put way too much black, I'm not gonna do that on the big one. A little bit of time and material investment goes a long way. I'm really liking the way this is laying out already. That gets rid of the air bubbles for me. Golly, that's looking pretty already. But to me, that screams Big Mitch made it. So, next step. Our base is down. We're gonna mist 91% isopropyl, the secret sauce. That just takes you a little bit of time and effort to run to your local drugstore. You're gonna mist it on, and this is a Zep sprayer from the Home Depot. Fits right on the bottle. It's awesome. So, we're looking for bigger droplets. Droplets like that. And I'm not pulling this all the way. To atomize that, I'm doing baby pools. That's what I'm looking for. And we're gonna mist this whole project. This is what it looks like before. Check out what it looks like after a light misting. There's about 5 pools, 6 pools, 7 pools, 8. Wow. Okay, I love it. Now let's bring in some wisps of white. What is wisps of white? Just like we did the black. I'm gonna let it come off my stick. Just get it in there. We're not looking for big puddles yet. This is just a little bit of background noise. Come in and start tapping. And this piece of stone, Alga Green Quartzite, isn't the same flow. That's why you see me just do a big swipe like that, right in the opposite direction. Go, what are you doing? I'm doing that on purpose. I'm following that stone. So what I wanna do is give some lacing and just fracture this around and not leave just a big old line, right? because there's some cool fracturing that's going on this piece, and that's why I have this magic trowel. So if you don't have a magic trowel, but you know, when you're doing these to scale, look how much you can cover. You also can do this with a paint stick, popsicle stick. Same idea. You just got to, you know, cover the piece a little bit further. And don't worry about all the air bubbles and everything created. One little sweep of the torch. And the mist of the alcohol takes a lot of the man-made look right on out of this project. Look at that. Holy cow, man. I think I need some more of that white in there. Definitely. Before I start bringing my more real vivid, hard veins, I want some more of these wisps in there. So that worked very well. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Are we getting there? How close are we? This piece alone has given me goosebumps 2 or 3 times already, and I know customers will be like, holy cow. So following color schemes from natural stones and granite is a huge pro tip. So run to your local granite yard. Go in there, take pictures, look at it right in yourself, and look at what base colors am I gonna use. Okay, that's an accent, that's an accent. Stone Coat has all that stuff. Head on over to the store, grab it, and if you need help with that, hit up Rob or Taya, one of our pro reps. Our white glove service, they're gonna walk you through everything you need. You could say, I saw Mitch make some green thing on the stone match. They're gonna know exactly how to help you. And if you're a contractor, that's where you go for bulk discounts. That bulk discount's gonna follow you all the way through your career here at Stone Coat. It doesn't reset every year, and you don't have to pay a franchise fee to get a discount. I'm loving this piece, guys. This could be done right here. This is fabulous. A lot of pretty awesome techniques going on, but we're not done. We're making some veins. We're making more prominent veins, and this is a technique that can, you know, it takes practice. So I'll give you a couple of my pro tips on it. You don't want to load up your stick and put this down as your vein. Why? Because the more volume you put down, it's gonna spread out. It's a fluid product. So I put my stick in, I let most of it drizzle off, and then I come in to the material itself, and I'm gliding in that resin, and I'm going in random directions, and I'm kind of twisting that stick as I go, and it gives you even more of an organic look because it's pushing some of that green, and then the green comes back, and it's not the same thickness line through the whole piece. When applying your veins, keep them thin, do them with confidence, like you meant to do it. And as I'm looking at this, the stone isn't just bright white veining. That can get carried away. It's more of a sage chalk. So that's where that translucent white comes into play. Who has got a granite quote who is watching this video? Let me know what they wanted to charge you for your kitchen. Is that how you found us? You said, less expensive countertop options, and voila. Follow along, guys, and you can do this too. And remember, this is just our pilot episode. For the upcoming episodes, we're gonna bust out the match meter, the Stone Coat match meter, where we have a set of criteria, points, and you guys get to judge me. And if you have the courage to enter the contest, you better buckle up. Your fellow epoxy peers are gonna let you know exactly how that piece looks. I'm digging how some is speckly, some's got the lines, this is faded out. I'm digging it, and that was a cool and kind of difficult part of the Alga Green Quartzite is there was so much going on the one piece. So how do I make it all look like that? So guys, score this piece. The match meter, it's not ready yet. It's coming on the next episode, but that's gonna score 0 to 100 on 4 different categories. So, you know, realism, then we got how close we get to the color. There's all sorts of stuff. So give me a score from 1 to 100. Hopefully higher the better. And give us some feedback on what you think of the pilot episode of Stone Match. The ones coming up, they're gonna be extra special. We're gonna go on field trips. Give us some ideas of some stones to match, some cool stuff to check out, some things you wanna learn about the epoxy or countertop world. And what I'm most excited about, guys, is the You Got This Awards back, the gold medal, the best match. I can't wait to see what you guys create. That's my favorite part. Guys, the hardest part is in making this. It's gonna be hiding that mountain of Amazon boxes in the garage from all that money you saved on your kitchen remodel. So be sure to subscribe. You do not wanna miss the Stone Match series. It's gonna be a great time, and thanks for watching. Hope you learned some stuff. And until next time, remember, we're making luxury looks on a DIY budget. Thanks for watching. From all of us here at Stone Coat Countertops, don't forget, you got this.
Stone